is Fox 19 Now.
More tax dollars wasted on another failed project in Lawrenceburg. Now, we showed you what a $200,000 grant got taxpayers on a project called the Old Firehouse. Nearly 4 years after signing the deal, the restaurant, it never opened. Investigative reporter Jody Barr joining us from Lawrenceburg with what else we uncovered in the investigation. Jody?
Well, Scott, you know, this deal went so badly for the city of Lawrenceburg, they ended up suing Tim and Tressie Denning over this deal. Now, the lawsuit ended a few months ago, but not before Tim Denning accused the mayor of Lawrenceburg of playing dirty politics and killing this restaurant deal. Did Mayor Carr ever try to have you participate in a conspiracy, a political vendetta against 3 of his opponents?
As much as I'd love to answer that, Mr. Barr, I can't do it.
He's not saying much now, but Tim Denning was very clear during this September 2013 Board of Works meeting about a vendetta he says the Lawrenceburg mayor wanted him to carry out. The targets, Denning claims, was a city cop, Councilman Mike Lawrence, and Councilwoman Jane Pope.
He had indicated he wanted to get rid of Doug Taylor, Jane Pope, and Mike Lawrence.
And that he wanted to use a criminal investigation and prosecution to do so.
Yes.
Denning claims the mayor wanted them out of the way. In return, Carr would support Denning getting more tax dollars for the Old Firehouse.
He felt 3 members of the council were working against him.
Mayor Dennis Carr was at this hearing where Denning made those allegations under oath. Denning testified he told Carr no. Then Carr killed the funding on the firehouse. Carr had a shot at responding that day.
Are there any questions from the board for this witness?
I have none, Your Honor.
What's your response to those allegations?
I don't agree with the allegations, but it's in a federal lawsuit and I can't comment on it.
The city attorney says Tim Denning committed perjury that day, but there is no evidence to support that, and Denning was never investigated or charged. Carr denies ever getting involved with Denning's grant. At any point in time, did you ever try to sway that board to make a decision on this firehouse?
I let my board run their boards. I don't interfere at all.
And you never gave an order to stop the funding for this?
Nope.
The city sued the Dennings, claiming the pair failed to keep their end of the deal. A few months ago, the city settled the lawsuit for $1, and both sides walked away. Do you believe that money was spent the way it was intended?
No. No, I don't.
Redevelopment Commissioner Tony Abbott had questions about the Dennings spending. So did we. Do you believe that you should have been paying yourself $1,200 a week as a consultant?
No, Jody, that's not true at all.
The city's file shows $66,800 in charges for consulting work paid to Tim Denning. Denning claimed to be the president of a company called the Restaurant Consultants Company. But a search of Indiana corporation record shows that company never existed. Why would you make that up? Who told you to do that?
Because I was considering making a restaurant consulting company.
Denning claimed the city told him to create those invoices during settlement negotiations to show the Dennings had personal time and money invested in the firehouse. The deal required them to put more than $100,000 of their own money into it. So you're saying those invoices that are contained in the city's files that showed you paid yourself as a consultant $1,200 a week, were those made up? Those were made to support my time after the project was dead. Denning also admitted the invoices showing $145,000 paid to his cousin's excavating firm for labor, painting, demolition, and construction weren't exactly the truth.
The confusion is his name was on a bunch of invoices, and it appears as though Howard Excavating was paid $100,000+ or whatever, and that's not the case.
It may look bad on paper, but legally, you believe he's in the clear.
Yep, legally I think he's in the clear. That's why I think it was one of the best things to do was to just drop the lawsuit, let him sell that building, and let the new owners put their money into it and get us a restaurant.
Well, this building now belongs to a new owner, and he tells me he will have the doors open here in the next 6 to 8 months. Now, as for the spending and the discrepancies, the city says it has absolutely no plan to investigate it and considers this case closed. Tricia?